So I'll do a quick recap and we'll make sure we know what's going on. But on the left side, our major empire we had over here was the Rat Folk. They are the purple folks right over here in Mordare, Morgaria, Fort Morlinus, and the Mortel Post. They also over here in Morest. Can you see over here? I'll zoom in a little bit. So these are our main folks. We had some Ents nearby. We had a second faction of Ents that broke off called the Thistle Ents, which ended up forming an empire, calling themselves the Thistle Forest, a proper kingdom of Ents. We've got the Woodtail Republic, which is more rat folks that have broken off down here in Garu. They sort of moved south. One notable thing on the map is we've got only one patch of trees. We've got this little patch right over here, this jungle. Is all of the trees we ended up getting. And one little patch over here where the tabaxi are. There is... Who is Fin? These are the frog people up to the north. We had some kobolds over here on this island over here with the Mithril River and the Razor Mountains. That's the kobolds. We had the Kingdom of Red Canyon. These are the Yetis to the south, over here where the canyon is. The big main faction, though, to the south was the, what were they called? The Sunstone Kingdom. These are a bunch of humans, sort of a desert folk. And you can see they've got a couple towns. They've got a capital of Glastoa. We have a mad mage that crossed the river here and did some... actually, they made a land bridge, right? And crossed over to go attack the Sand folks. Pearl here, the Pearl Kingdom, what do they call themselves? This is more humans that left and built another kingdom over there next to those Pearl Frogs. And then on the east side of the world, we had the who were the main guys? It was, I forget, the Crystal Scale Kingdom, right? No, this wasn't them. The lizard folk, Kamos. The Kamos lizard folk are right here. They own just Kamos, really, and Grogan's Gaze are the only place they own. If I remember right, they worshipped the god of death or despair. Of God of Death, Grogan. That's why I have Grogan's Gaze, because Mount Indomitable, that's where he lives. Next to the Glass Ants. The Hive to the north of, what were they? Scold gave us a good story for them. They were like lightning, as they marched, they raised Plasma, the lightning beetles, the lightning beetle. Yeah, there's a whole hive of lightning beetles. They have a legendary monster they raised called Plasma, and they marched down. They broke Fort Formicus. Other than that, they haven't done much, other than sort of grow. And then we've got a bunch of the lizard folk have left. Dervishes is a town of theirs. Crystal Scale Kingdom is also some of these lizard folk that have left. They had the Mad Hermit to the south, who like raised the drowned king out of the water, who's out terrifying or destroying some things. And they run this Mad Hermit raised something and sort of conquered some of this land. He's got some followers somehow. I don't remember what it was. Then we had the Drowned Kingdom, which rose up over here of humans, if I remember right. And they are the kingdom of where the Drowned King is from. And they own these 3 spots over here next to Dead Shore. And we've got, there's a cult nearby of some werebears nearby across the mountains there. And a bunch of tabaxi. The silver fur, or the silk fur tabaxi. We've got the thornful cats. The silk fur purr is the name of their kingdom. Violet wallow is these guys. You can see the colors that match. They've sailed over here a little bit. And that's about it. We've got our gods that are sort of mentioned around the map here. So what we're doing is we're in... I realize that was very confusing. But we're in Era 6 at the moment, which is our final era, which is where things get real real dicey, real sketchy, because things are kind of falling apart. In fact, things are getting more exciting. Let's get some Dominus music, because things are exciting. So let's turn this one on here. Real dicey. That's right. That's right. Pun points for Masterless. So we're still doing. It's still kind of the same idea. D6s. We were doing the shorter one, which was 3. I might do 4 on Era 6. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. What time is it? probably should go to bed eventually. So we'll do 3, and if we feel we need one more, we'll do one more. So that is the plan. Let me turn it down just a little bit. It's gonna get loud. All right, so we're starting with the Timber Archives as our prime faction. They're the ones rolling the dice. So let's roll 3d6 and see what we get. Let me try to get this in here. Can I get this a little better here? We got dang you, Google. We got a 5. So 5, we have royalty. Your rulers gained a place, or need a place to live. Build a palace for them near the capital or somewhere of importance. So the rat folk have built themselves a palace. So let's go find ourselves a palace for our rat folk. We're gonna get something real fancy. Like, not like that. Well, actually, you know what? Like, that's actually pretty good. Maybe over here, sort of in the middle of the empire? Can I go this way? Yeah, like that. Hey, Mash. Hey, Marco Apollo. Let's say, hey, Mash, look, you've been here a while. Let's go get some oh, that's the wrong kind of road. I'm gonna reset my stuff up. That one. There we go. So we'll get a road going there and back over to Mordare. There we go. So we got a nice little roundabout. Eh? There we go. The Arboreal Palace. I like it. I will take it. Okay. So we get a name for the Arboreal Palace. If I'm right, do this. We'll take that and squeeze that in there. Arboreal Palace, right? These are the guys that have the trees. The only people in the kingdom, in the land, that have trees. But they really don't have trees because they got pushed out by the Ents. And the thing special about those trees is because that's where the arcane soil is. All right, so that's roll number 1. Roll number 2. All right, so we've got a hostile attack. You've been attacked, by the way. Rise and fall. With every rising empire, there's a falling one. Open land quickly diminishing, right? There's a lot less open land. I can still got some in there. Lots of wars are starting to happen up. Wars, famine, rebellion, all going to be happening. I hope we get an 18, because that's a cataclysm. And we just ruin everything. So we have a hostile attack. Somebody nearby has attacked us and has destroyed a fort. So, we were just talking about the Ents. And I think the Ents are on the prowl. We could go across, we could do the Hive. So they have a peace treaty, if I remember right, with the toads. They're trading with those diamond mushrooms. The Darkwood Ents, though, are the ones I think that are going to be the ones that are causing troubles. I think I want to push them back because I'm going to push them all the way out of the forest. So I think I want to do that. So let's go this way. I'm going to push these back. Fort Morlinus, which has fallen before already, is going to fall again. And these Ents have pushed. These are like the tribal Ents. Have pushed their way to claim this forest. Completely claim this forest. Oops. So Morlinus is still there. But it's going to be just a ruin now. Which I probably should mention, or should mark. So we're going to say the ruins of... Make it smaller. There we go. So we have ruins of Morlis, and we have ruins of Fort Morlis all over. Okay, so that was number 2. We got number 3. Yeah, well, it's fine. I was gonna do 1 each, but it's fine. We'll do it this way. 11 again. Another hostile attack. So this is bad times for the rat folk. You know, we could make, maybe I'm okay with the lizard folk. This is Mount Indomitable. Morest is too close. So they're going to hit from both sides. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab this. And whoopsies. These lizard folk are going to march across the mountains and take out Morest. and push them to the other side of the lake. It's not really a very... It's like a pass they've got there. Come across and take that town. Try to push them back that way. So it could be really anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be the main faction, but I'm happy with that. Bedtime for rat folk. Yeah. We'll do 3 each. We might do 1 more at the end of this, depending on what time it is. So now we'll go over to the east, which is the lizard folk, who we're going to roll for 3 times. So they got a 13, which is a disaster. Something terrible struck the Empire. Natural disaster, or magical, famine, or disease. Roll 1 dice to determine the severity. So 1 is weak, 6 is bad. So we have a bad disaster. Remove at least 1 settlement placed with a ruin. So something bad happens here at the lizard folk. It's either a magical disaster or a natural disaster. A famine. We could have something like an earthquake could come through. I don't know what you got. We do have a mad hermit down here who's raising the dead. Or raising, the king out of the waters. Who could certainly break some things. Mount Indomitable could erupt. Mount Volcano. Yeah, Rat Master has the same idea as me. So the mount blows up. And how are we going to do this? Let's say... So they're going to get pushed out of this. All we just did. They're getting pushed back. I think Grogan's Graze is going to break also. Do that. I think maybe it'll still be part... Morris can still be part of them. How can I do this? Let's do this. Push these guys back. Mount Indomitable blows up. Grogan's Gaze is ruined. Should Morris go as well? Should they both go? Let's do it. I think I can do something. Let's try something real quick. Come into water. Can I color the water a different color? I know I can. I want red water. Is this going to work? Not really. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Lava. Morris has been burned. Grogan's Gaze has been burned. Let's add a little bit of Darkening Land in there. To chart everything up. Big Pompeii kind of thing. Morris and Grogan's Gaze both are gone. Grogan's Gaze they both got real bad in the lava. Okay, that was 1. We got 2 more. We have a 7, which is refugees. People are flocking to your city. Are they fleeing war, monster attacks, or diseases? Place a small village next to or expand your capital. So all the people that survived are going to run back to Kamos, and Kamos is going to grow. If we were playing it where we had, like, little individual buildings, we could build up Kamos more, but because we're not, we're just going to add another little town here. Next to Kamos. We'll put it down, like, right in here. Just a small suburb of Kamos, basically. And this is going to be... What's a good name for our refugees that ran away from... It's, Grogan's Fury is the name of this little settlement. There we go. I'm going to make it a little smaller. There we go. It's real close to Kamos, but it's fine. Like that. Okay. 1 more. 13 again, which is another disaster. Okay. What are the chances? How bad is it? Okay. Not so bad. Man, these lizard folks are just having a bad day. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do now? What do we do to him? Remove at least one settlement. Replace it with a ruin. So I guess Dumos has to go, or we got this isn't necessarily an army marching. This is just a disaster. We could say that. So Dumos has these glass ants nearby. I was trying to think of maybe we torture Grogan's Fear a little more and ruin it. They run away and then they all die. This is like a let's ruin Dumos. I'm just gonna say ruins. Right there. As Dumos, yeah, a 2's gonna not be too bad. So like a bad harvest. I mean, the ash in the air. There hasn't been any sun for a while. It's just sort of bad times there. I think that was a farming town. Sort of ruin the town and all that. So let's just push that one back. That would work too. Yeah, starving and Kamos. You're right. Push them all back a little bit here. The lizard folk had a bad time. All right, so now we're on to the South Sunlands. We got a 4, which is an arcane disturbance. Has a portal to a new realm opened, or perhaps a mad wizard crafted a new tower. Describe and draw in a magical occurrence. Anything from a new tower to a massive crater. Okay. I think... arcane disturbance. I mean, we have Eric, the Mad Mage. He runs South Fort. I could... maybe Eric was doing some... the king woke up last time. The king is there. I just realized I turned that red, didn't I? Uh-oh. It's fine. It's fine. It's a red, like... yeah. I don't know if I'm sure I can change that by the water. I don't know, though. Actually, I know a way of fixing that. We'll figure it out and say... So if I do this, right, it'll turn it there. I don't really want to have a red lake down there. There we go. I was also going to go in here. I was going to clean up some of this stuff because I didn't like how broken it is, but we'll do it later. So we got to go and figure out what happens. I think maybe it has to do with old South Fort and old Eric. Eric the Mad Mage has to have done something. Yeah. So maybe we had like we could do a crater. We could like, maybe Eric was doing some experiments. And in that experiment, he tested it out on sandstone. And in that test, he caused a big crater. Sandstone is now underwater. Labels. We're going to call this just the underwater city. It's not really underwater. It's ruins. But Eric sent in a... he's doing some testing. He sent in some of his... He had... What do you have? Clay golems or something? He had some sort of golems. Rock golems that he sent in there. And they blew up. He's exploding golems is what he's working on. That's Eric for you. That guy. Okay, next. We have an 11, which is a hostile attack. I keep getting the same thing. I really want to get a war. I hope we get a war. Which is going to be... I think we're going to go with... Let's see, this is down here. Let's move... The Cult of the Werebear. Are they going to charge in and take Golem's Quarry? Yes, they are. So we'll push this one back. There was some trade going on through here, but now it's been cut off because of the volcano. And then the Werebears just took advantage of that. Charged in and took that quarry out. There we go. Okay, and then one more. Come on. 10. 10. No. 14. Evil lurks. Something sinister has claimed a nearby ruin. Place a new cult, tribe, mage, or hive onto the map on an existing ruin. No empty ruin exists. Find place one on the map. So we find any of these ruins, which we've got everywhere now, and put something in it. We could always make the hive grow, but I think I want something new. What's a new... I'm happy with just one hive, I think. But the underwater city could become a new undead place. The dead city. That seems to, you know, that seems to fit. So what we're going to do is... I forgot to move this back anyway, so let's go push these guys back. They have this academy right here. Let's change the river color. Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's okay. I have to figure out a different way of doing that, I guess. Okay, so the underwater city is now going to become home to a new group of undead that have come through. Let's make a new one here. With the color of... We have a black nearby, so let's do... Do I have a white? I don't have a white. Let's put a white in there. There we go. I think you can hit just delete and delete the dots, I think. So they'll still call it the underwater city. So it's a bunch of dead that live under the water in their old ruins. We'll give them a name. Do we give them a name? No, we don't give them a name. They'll know they're the undead that live under the water. Stay away from them. That was 2? No, that was 3. That was it. Let's do one more run around. So we're gonna do back to Timber Archive, the Rat Folk, for one more roll with a 6, with a piety. Religion has gained prominence in the Empire. Select a deity and place a cathedral or large temple nearby. So who are these rat folks worshipping now? Their homes have been just blown up with a volcano. They got tree people to the west charging at them. Who do they want to build a temple to? They had Delinus, I think was their main one, of foraging. They could go and start worshipping the God of Despair, just because it's been bad times. It makes sense. The God of Despair. See you, Scold. Thanks for hanging out. Again, let's give him a nice big tower. A Tower of Despair for these folks. We're going to build it right here on the edge. Because they're going to start worshipping... Oh, you know what? I got it. Yeah, Grogan. They're going to start worshipping Grogan because he's destroyed a volcano. He ruined their town. Of course, Grogan. This is going to be... I got to change that one. That one. Grogan's view. Right there. There's our temple. We'll give him a path that can lead over there. So you can go visit the palace. So the royalty can go visit Grogan's view. The royalty has switched to that. Oh, maybe he saved them from the lizard people, right? Because they charged over and took it, and then it blew up. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. A 10! Hooray! Okay, your army is marching. Select any settlement. These are the lizard folks. Not already owned by you, and enroll on the war table. The Empire acting as the attacker. So, they can choose anybody to attack. These are the lizard folks. They have basically 2 towns left. They have the capital and a little shanty town. Who do they want to go after? And they're going to try to take Darrow's back. Because they are angry about this not being their town anymore. So they're going to march on that. So we go to the war table, which is down here. And we're going to roll a 1d6 and see... Is it this one? No, sorry, wrong one. Yeah, war table. Okay, so if we roll a 6, we keep on going. If we roll a 1, the counterattack, but mostly it's attack or fail kind of thing. So they are attacking. They are failing. A devastating loss. The defender crushes the attacker. So this is our Mad Hermit with the help of the Drowned King. The attack fails and the defender makes an immediate counterattack against the settlement they choose. Now rolling as the attacker. So, they have failed the attack. Now they're going to come march back on them. They're going to, I guess, try to take Grogan's Fury. So this is an attack against Grogan's Fury. 'Which is a 2, which is a failed attack. So nothing really happened. There is a the defender also places a monument to their new war hero, so we're gonna put a monument down for our hero, which will put in a set a fancy little rock out there. The Daros rock. Yeah, Kamos they're just having a bad day. Okay, so now we gotta go our final roll on the south, which is what? A 12. Which is hostile forces grow. Choose one hostile neighbor and roll and add a settlement for them. So who is growing? I think the dead, the underwater city. They're growing. Where are they gonna go? Let's see what kind of settlement they're making. I mean, they can make whatever. They're dead things. They have just made a... Where is that one? Here. A resource town. So they're going to start... They're underwater. Maybe they're going and... They're going to come up and build over here on the land and start getting some sort of production site. So we'll give them a spot. Throw it right here, like, you know, let's go over here. I don't know. We'll put it out here on land. They made their way on land. Yeah, that's fine. And this is going to be called... What do we call this one? This is going to be called the above ground city. The dead city. This is going to be called the living city. It's a resource town, so it's the living factory. I get it. Okay. So we'll go and we'll add these little guys and grow out there. So the dead are growing a little bit. Like that. Okay, so that was it. Now we make our way. That is done. Rise and Fall is done. So now we can go into the final phase. We take a flesh market. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'll take it. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so now we move on to the final. So every faction gets one roll on the table to see what we get. So we'll start from the top. We'll work our way down. So we'll start with the Razorback Kobolds, who is they were a tribe. So we're going to roll once on them. And they get a 5, which is a shrine. A new shrine, grove, or sacrificial altar. Can I zoom in a little bit? It's kind of hard to put that one. No, go away. That one. Here we go. Drawing a new construction or shrine to something. So the Razorback Kobolds are starting to worship something. The river has turned red. And that's something to worship for sure. So they're going to go build a shrine of the new mighty river that has just built up in here. They're going to throw it here at the... they're there. Let's do it like right over here at... You know, let's do it at the... Let's start over here. Right there. So they built a shrine. We'll give them a little more growth as well. Start claiming this red river that has turned red out of the mysteries of the world. All right, so that is them. So we got Fintopia here, the Finpole Union, which is frogs and toads. It was actually a kingdom. So they're a minor faction. They got a 1, which is expand, add a settlement. So we're going to roll on that and get a settlement. Which is 1, which is a food site, right? A food production. So we're going to add another town in for these guys. I'm going to find my dots. There we go. So a new town for them. Another food spot. They have the hatch already over here. The toad post. So they can go anywhere. We could expand them. Why not? There's a red river over here. There's some weird stuff going on. They should go over here. You think? Maybe we just expand their borders elsewhere on this side. Let's move further in here. We got diamond mushrooms. Maybe they eat the mushrooms also. So we'll give that one a name also. And we'll move them south. Conquer a little bit more of this area here as well. There we go. Okay, so now... Oh, I gotta name that town. This is... What's a good frog? We're gonna just name this town Kermit. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the Deadwood Ints. These are the guys a little bit on a rampage. The tribal trees, who they also are going to build a shrine, and they're going to build a big tree. I already know what they're building. Big tree is going to go in here. Not that big. They're going to place it right in the middle, right on the ruins of this fort, right there. And they're just going to name it. It's just the not that one. It's just the tree of... The tree of life. Is that too biblical? The tree of... What's the tree of... photosynthesis. We're going to name it photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the name of that tree. Okay, and that is that's their altar they have created, a massive tree, claiming their victories and all that kind of stuff. We have the Thistle Ents. They are actually a kingdom, so they got an epic construction, new mage school, academy, or altar to a god for the Thistle Ents. Let's build for them. These are trees as well. We're going to put like a mountain in, closer to the sky, you know, and all that. Because this is an altar to the sun god. Can I put it in there? Can't really see that. Can I zoom in real quick? Put it on the coast. Okay. Ah. One nice little mountain here they're going to put in. And this mountain is going to be called... What was the name of our god? Suni? Suni, the sun deity? So, Suni's... Suni Peak. They built a mountain. Sunny side. I like Sunny Peak. Sunnyside's good, but I like Sunny Peak. Okay, so that's that one. We're going to go to Garu, which are the rat folk kingdom. This is a devastation. So whether natural or magical, something terrible has happened. Volcano, comet, explosion, plague, turn one settlement into a ruin and describe the event. So they are only settlements here. Oh, no, they have Tailshore also. Which one do we want to ruin? Garu or Tailshore? I will destroy Tailshore because there's already kinds of bad things going on there. One of these rogue golems that's blowing up came over here to Tailshore. And it could also be like an earthquake. And maybe we had... This is going to be a good excuse to put in a big crater. Because Tailshore is wiped off the map. Because some of those rogue golems got loose. And Tailshore is now underwater. Tailshore ruins. There we go. And there's a little tree out there. Yeah, so earthquake, tsunami, and it. Yeah, that works. That works. I think here's what happened. So I'll describe the event. That's the thing. One of these, a few of these rogue golems that messed with, that created the underwater city, managed to make their way west somehow. Wandered west. They lost control of them and they wandered west. They managed to make their way into the water, blew up, tsunami, takes out all that stuff. Sort of meandered to the west here towards Perloa. All right, we've got the Kingdom of the Red Canyon. These are our Yetis, Yeti folk. They get a 2, which is an alliance. Select a neighbor and unite them, creating a new united faction. Give them a name for this alliance. So, these guys and probably Pearl. I should remove that thing. Is going to... Pearl? Nuclear power golems, yeah. We can say them and Pearl can unite, or the Mad Mage can unite with them. Who would these Yetis unite with? We never figured out who was on the other side of this canyon. I'm okay with Pearls. They're not really that close, though. That's the problem. Eric, though, he's over here. I think I like the idea of Eric, and this is just a big southern thing. So them and Eric are going to unite. Give Eric a little more space here. In fact, I might just combine them all into one big thing. Let's change the color into blue, because I think Eric, maybe he went over there. He went with a proposition: join me, or we all blow up. And they said okay. So I'm going to change. Wait. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this. So I'm going to delete this one. And we'll grab this one. And we'll just go back with the blue. And just expand it. Thirstington there. There we go. We have an alliance of Eric, who also made his way across this. I should probably add in a little bit there, because he ventured across this land bridge that he made. He made his way into South Fort. We got to give him a name, though. Yeah, Eric's just a problem. So Eric Mad Mage and the Kingdom of the Red Canyon have now joined forces into what? The Alliance. Eric and the Giants. Eric. This is the wait, we're at the Untinti's spine, is it? We're going to call this Untinti's Alliance. Untinti's yeah, I like it. Perfect name. Down here. This is now Eric the Mad Mage. Was at one time this. We're going to give them a this thing here. How do you give them a symbol? We'll have to give them a symbol. That. Then we'll give him a symbol of... let's see. What kind of symbol do we want here? Probably like a golem of some kind. That's what he likes or maybe just a big rock. That's Eric. What a guy. We'll give him a nice cave here. That's their symbol. Okay, so that's down south. We've got the underwater city and flesh market. They get a roll. What's that doing there? With a 3, which they are they were a cult. An artifact. A powerful artifact has been discovered or created. Build a citadel to hold this. So they're going to build themselves a citadel. Which makes sense that they would put it in something a little bit rickety. Over here. So we got a citadel of the underwater folks. What do they create, though? Is the question. What artifact would the undead create? Stone golems attacked them. They blew up. Maybe they created some sort of explosive. Like they've got some of the remnants of that arcane stuff that the golems blew up. So it's a alchemist fire kind of thing. They created a... It's the skull of alchemist fire. Is in that spot. Right there. Okay. Alright, that's them. We've got to get to... we didn't do Pearl yet. Let's do Pearl. Pearl is a kingdom. Which is a minor faction, which is persecution. Large group of citizens have had enough and fled the faction. Build a new settlement far from the original one with a new faction and give them a name. So these guys, they left there because it was terrible getting attacked. They've left again, and they're going to go somewhere open. I think they're going to go... I think I want to stay away from this guy, I think. So they can sail a long way away over where these kobolds are. Or maybe they come around here. I can't get past that. Well, they can make their way past. Left Pegaloft and sailed... Climbed over this, sailed over here, and settled in this spot over here. Let's create a new settlement here. So this is our people of Perloa. Don't like it. They want peace from all this nonsense. They're going to come over here. They're going to build themselves a settlement called... Sanctuary. Okay, we'll give them one of these, and we'll make it a little different color. I find a color I don't have already. I have a lot of these colors. There's Sanctuary, and actually, I should do this before. Let me grab. So this was... They were originally the Sunstone Kingdom, and they've left. They went to Pearl, then they left over here to Sanctuary. So we're going to call them... Sunstone... No, not Sunstone. What was it called? The... Sanctuary... Union. We're gonna call them the Sanctuary. That's what they call themselves. The Outcast. Well, you're not gonna call yourself the Outcast if you're an Outcast. You call yourself a Sanctuary. Other strange fellas like you can go here and have Sanctuary. Okay, I'll give him a symbol of something. There's not a lot of symbols on this. A nice mountain. That's a good one. Maybe there's a mountain nearby here that they found. Let's stick one in there just so we can call it that. So they found a mountain. They planted it down. Sanctuary. Okay, so now we've got... that's all that. We've got to get the Cult of the Werebear, which is a cult as well. Which is 6. New religion. Cult's influence has grown to a point that common folk are moving into worship, place a new monastery or temple settlement. So they got a new town. And... cult's influence has grown to a point that common folk are moving into worship, new monastery or temple settlement. So, let's get in. So rather than just being a bunch of just werebeasts, people love these werebeasts and they want to become... It's built a new religion out of it. We can put them in the canyon. Let's put them in the canyon. That seems like a reasonable spot to put a temple. We're going to have... They already have a temple of deity over here. They worship the god of despair. So we're going to call this... Despair... we can't... Despair... Temple. I already have a temple. Despair... altar. Altar of despair. It's right there. Which means, though, that they have grown. So they're now into the canyon. Like that. Okay, we've got the Drowned Kingdom to play out. They are the man of faction. Devastation. Whether natural disaster or something terrible has happened. We had this one before. So I think the Drowned King has come back with a vengeance. And maybe the waters, either the waters dried up because of him doing whatever, or maybe he just started carving. He's a monster. Carving his way through and destroying Dead Shore and making a bigger hole here where he starts carving his way through the place. Kisorn is now a lakeside place. Let me real quick. I want to erase a couple things. Like that. This place is still Dead Shore. It's just not there anymore. Underwater again. Everything's underwater this time. Push this back. I'm going to push you forward. We'll let him claim the whole lake. Okay. And then we'll let him do his turn. So he is a legendary monster, which is up this way. I got a 1. Death. The monster is dead. Who killed it and why? Is it gone? Or resurrected as a more powerful undead monster? I think he just... he was already dead. And so he's dead again, I think. I think he's dead. The Drowned King is drowned again. He marched south. He came in to attack down here, but he ended up... Oops. He ended up dying in that attack. And he's dead again. But he destroyed some towns in the process. So it's now the Lake of the Drowned King again. Alright, so who we have left? We have the Mad Hermit. So the Mad Hermit can go. He was this necromancer mage guy. I didn't do Eric either, did I? Which is an alter land. Do they feed off the forest or kill it, raise mountains, or crack the earth with their magic? Alter the lands nearby by adding geography or destroying part of one nearby. So, what are they going to do? This Mad Hermit, what is he going to do? I think, you know what he's going to do? He is going to raise a forest. He's going to start building trees. There's no trees in the world, except where this guy's at. He created a forest. Not a big forest, just a patchy forest in his land. Yep. What a crazy guy. Digging trees out, planting them. There we go. He created himself a forest. It's, it's cursed and all that kind of stuff, though. Let's see, we got... let me get Eric, the Mad Mage. With a 4, which is a mythical power. The mage has learned a terrifying new ability to destroy a nearby settlement and replace it with a ruin, describe a new power. So, I think that... they can march on Pearl. They're right here. We can take that out. Or they could come try to take out Sanctuary. Or they could take out the Undead. Where does he want to go? His new power. We know what his new power is. He's got exploding golems. Maybe he can explode from a distance. I think he's going to want to try to claim all this stuff. So I think he's going to go take out Sanctuary. Sanctuary, you just built you. But I think Eric, that guy, he has, with his new mythical power, which he's gained by with his alliance with the Yetis, he managed to claim all this land for his own. Sanctuary was such a happy place Until Eric showed up. And took it all. So Sanctuary is now no longer a thing. I just made all this. I want to delete that symbol. There we go. Okay, Sanctuary is now owned by Eric, who owns the whole bottom part of the map. We still have to get to the Crystal Scale Kingdom. These are lizard folk. I'm saving the hive for the last, which was Lizard Folk Kingdom. There's an alliance. They have an ally with someone else, so they could join up with. You know, there's trees over here, and that's pretty nice. I think they ran away from this guy initially, so maybe they should join up with the Thorn for Cats. These guys like cats, we know. Anyway, Thorn for Cats, I think was that these guys? The Silk for Tabaxi left to go here, so I think maybe these guys are going to join forces. Crystal Skull King. They're going to join. We're going to put this. The Thorn for Cats are going to join up with Crystal Scale. Sort of claim some of that land there. There we go. Okay. Now we got to get the Silk Fur Tabaxi, which is this one. Silk Fur Purr, which is just that one? I think so. Their kingdom. Which is persecution. Guard group of citizens have had enough. They've fled away. Give them a new name. So we got some more cats leaving. These cats are just always running away. Let's make a new one up. We'll put them right next to them. We'll give them a bluish color. One right over here. Came over here. They took that place. And they just came right there. And these are going to be. This was silk. These are the Silk Fur Purr. This is new Purr. Right there. Okay, so now we've got Dervishes, which is Violet Wallow, which was a kingdom as well. I got a lot of kingdoms here. And they get Devastation, whether natural or magical. We've had that one before. They are going to have something bad happen, which is going to be... Oh, they have this place up here too. So let's do a Comet Storm. Let's really destroy the world here. It's just like pockets of... So if that one's going to hit, boom. Get one over here. We'll do another one over there. Lots of comets just sort of raining down on the land around here. Really messing things up. And destroying Wallow Shore in the process. There we go. Or we could also say the beetles attacked. But we'll just say it's a bunch of comets came down and messed that place up. Destroyed Wallow Shore. And... Wallow Shore. It's called the Wallow Shore Destruction now. Who knows who did it? Maybe it was Eric. Maybe that's how Eric... Yeah, you know what? I like it. So Eric, the guy down here, the Mad Mage, that's how he managed to take out these guys, because he's throwing a bunch of comets at him. He threatened them with comets. Managed to take them out. And then he went over here and used it on Violet Wallow, because he's just that kind of guy. Okay, last one, I think, right? This is it, is the hive. I think I got everybody. So let's see what the hive can do. Hive 5. Corruption, plague, or mutation. Something is ravaging through the hive. Remove a settlement and describe the corruption. Okay, so the I think that plasma is just starting to terrorize this place. Like they thought, hey, we raised this great guy named Plasma, but he's tearing us apart. So we're going to carve this thing up. I didn't give Plasma a turn yet. They don't have any settlements. So I'm just going to kind of shrink them down a bunch because Plasma is destroying these guys. The Dread Crackle are having troubles. And then now last turn is our legendary monster, Plasma. We'll see what he did. We already know what he did. He tore through the hive. He has now made a pact. Join forces with another faction. Unite the two, select an opponent, and roll on the war table. Well, that changes things. So he could join up with someone else. The frogs. Or the lizards. Or the cats. Or he could just rejoin. Like he stomps through a bunch of the hive and then like claims... They claim their rightful place as leader of the hive. After destroying everything. And then they go on a rampage. Now it's killing time. Where are we going to go? Where do we want to go take out? Do we march down here to the rat folk? Do we go across the sea to to the frogs? Do we march down to the lizards? Do we go to the cats? Where does the hive go? Yeah, Plasma guy, he's all right. Or, yeah, I think we got to do that. He's going to join up. That's wait, he had the competition. There was some other of these hive that didn't like him being around, but he stomped them out. There was a corruption that grew, and Plasma stomped them out. Let's see. Let's go. You know what? Let's do a dice roll. 1, 2, we go left. 3, 4, south. 5, 6, east. Oops. We got 2. So we're going to march to this way. Okay, so we're going to march down through the Blackwood swamps with Plasma. He's joined up with the hive. We're going to roll on the war table. Come on, 6. 5 is pretty good. So a 5 is a great victory. Attacker easily overpowers the defender, takes control of settlement, places a new fort nearby. So the hive, thanks to Plasma, has marched... They've regained control of it. They've marched south through the Blackwood swamps. I guess the closest town is Mordare. They're going to go take the capital. We're going to take over the palace. Rather than take over the capital. The palace has been overrun by giant beetles. Push that back a little bit. Okay, well, he's reunited with this hive now. He thinks maybe it might be more of a she, might be more of a queen. Okay, push this stuff back. So the royalty of the rat folk has just been killed by the hive. And then they get a new settlement, which we're going to put just like a mound in there somewhere. If I can find like a dirt mound. I'll put in, we'll put in a little nest here. In the Blackwood Swamps is going to be where Plasma now lives. That's what we'll do. How many of them are there? Why is there so many of them? There we go. Okay, so Plasma has moved to a new spot over here, and this is going to be Plasma's home. Plasma's lair in the swamp. Okay, and that's it. That's all we got. So that's fine. It's finished off. We can go finish naming some things. We can draw on some final touches, like a compass or something, just for that look. Where's the compass is at? There we go. Something long. Let's get a good one. That's a good one. Right there. We can go and put in some boats in the water or whatever, just to touch it up a little bit. Maybe there's some trade going on over here. Going over there by Pearl. Sanctuary's done for. Just a couple little touch-ups. A couple boats in there. water. That. And that's it. Now, there's a way of turning off these things. Also, there's a Red River. I know. All the main factions, what seems to be happening lately, have had it real rough. They did all right though. They ended up with 4, and their royalty place is gone, but they still have a temple they made. The Blizzard folk had it bad, and then the humans, they all both have 1 spot. There's a way of removing these things so you can just see it without it, but I don't remember how to do it. We'll put a frame on it. Sure. Let's frame it. Not like that. That's pretty good. Like that. Yeah, like that. That's pretty good. Let's see. We could also look. So I'm doing this adventure thing, but we can change it like, I don't know. I like paper a lot. You know, if you want more of a papery looking map. Or I don't think I like Warren. No, actually, Warren looks really good. Warren looks really good, actually. What's Terra? I'm not a fan of Terra's. Actually, you know what? It's actually not too bad looking. They all look really cool. Pastel. It's that one, which is good. We saw paper. Imagination's a pretty good one. A little more cartoony. Feudal has sort of has that kind of look. Adventure. I like it. I like adventure. And there's black and white, which isn't black and white. Very bright. I don't know which one I like best. I think I like Worn. Worn is pretty cool. We'll keep Worn. So there we go. There's our map. We can also do measurements if we want. I wish I could remember how to take this thing off. How to take these things off. I just don't remember what the button is for it. These guys. How do I select if they're shown or not? I don't remember. What's that one do? Oh, that makes a new world. There we go though. That's it. We did it. Game complete. Let's do a quick zoom in and see what we got. So we got the kobolds over here with the temple, and oh yeah, they rose like a big statue, a statue of a dragon or something. Frog and toad people. We had the rat folk who did all right with their pig fish, but that's about it. There was the Ints nearby. Wonderdraft is great. Notice they changed the name. They changed the color of my symbols to like a red color instead of black. Bunch of ruins around here. I think Cult of the Werebear probably did best, other than Eric. Yeah, Eric, I think someone mentioned he's the big bad. Eric, and to the north you got Plasma. There it is. There we go. We're done. So, thanks for hanging out for a couple times while we checked out the new stuff on the game. I plan on I'll get these videos up on the channel probably. I'm hoping tomorrow. I may just put this up as a time lapse. Yep, done forever. And so we just time lapse this thing and play it out that way, and I'll put some pictures up or something. But I'll post this picture on the Discord, so if you want to see that, you can hop over there and check it out. And I'll do. I think it lets me do big. We'll do big. YouTube map. Yeah, that one. I never named the world. Anyone have an idea for the name of the world? Yeah, the mage got some land. Let's see. I can do a good spot for like up here. That's not a bad one. What do we call this place? I don't like that one. How about... Because that'll do if it's a different color. Okay, and we'll give it a little different font. Okay, what's the name of our map? Let's call it... just pull up a random name and just whip, whatever. I have no idea. What do you name a world? I have no idea. I have no clue. It's like a seahorse, does it? I'm not seeing the seahorse. Got like the something lands, the shattered lands, the yeah, okay, we had the same ideas, the shattered lands. That's hilarious. The okay, so with like there's a lack of trees, so something with a lack of trees, the flatlands, the middle acres, the shattered acres. Okay. I like that font. Maybe like a little bit taller font. That might work. There we go. Do we want to give like a little bit of a curve? Let's go the other way. That, and then we'll go just this thing. Can I give it a little more of a tint? Not that kind of tint. I want like a curve. Shattered Islands. I like the Shattered Acres. I'm happy with Shattered Acres. Acre sounds like a township or something. No, just for fun. Just make it for fun. I made this game, and so I just wanted to put to some use. Shattered Islands. Shattered Haven. You don't like acres? I can do that. Shattered Isles. That works for me. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. So, there we go. I got to export it again. Is that one? So, all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. It's a little late tonight, but I'm glad we got it done.